Well, I finally did it. I bit the bullet and I accepted what people were telling me about Final Fantasy, and that's the fact that it's a great series. So I started Final Fantasy X, almost completed it now, and it's awesome. It is an amazing game, but there are several pain in the ass challenges, especially if you want to get all the celestial weapons, which are arguably the best weapons in the game, or you're going for that platinum trophy. My name is Graham from Team Thumbs, and here are 5 tear your hair out challenges in Final Fantasy X. Enjoy. The Cactuar Hunt has to be one of the most pointless and drawn out challenges within Final Fantasy X. What makes this challenge so frustrating, at least in my eyes, is not the difficulty, because in this particular challenge it doesn't matter if you fail or succeed because you still get the reward, thankfully. It's made frustrating because it just took so freaking long. And I know what you're thinking, Final Fantasy is famous for being long and drawn out, it's kind of its thing, and you're correct, but usually at least it's entertaining, whereas the Cactuar Hunt was not. Picture this if you will. You're in a desert and you come across a magical Cactuar stone, which gives you a quest. It wants you to find 10 little cute cactuars hidden throughout this pretty huge desert. When you eventually find one of these little guys, which could be on the complete opposite end of the desert, you then have to play a mini game which is effectively musical statues without the music, which is bloody hard, and you only have 3 attempts to do this or you fail, which is fine, again, because it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you still get the reward, which is this beautiful green gem. You then have to take this gem back to the Cactuar stone which you spoke to in the first place. Once you place this green gem into the stone, it then gives you a clue as to where to find this next little arsehole. Again, 9 more freaking times, walking from one end of the desert to the other over and over and over again, and then playing musical statues only to find out you're crap at it another 27 times, because don't forget, you get 3 attempts. I did not enjoy this challenge. Well, Blitzball is awesome, and quite frankly it's pretty much a game in on itself, but it's hard at least at first. Until you get to grips of how to play, you're pretty much going to lose every single time, which can be frustrating, especially if you're trying to get the win a tournament trophy, or hell, even just trying to get the win a single match trophy. After what felt like hours of trying and just getting my ass handed to me, eventually I decided I wasn't going to be able to win a match with my current squad, who it appears are completely balls at this game and clearly holding me back. They are crap beyond belief. So I ventured out into the massive world of Spira, speaking to every single character and testing them with innovative questions and skill trials to try and find the best Blitzball players for my team. And by that I mean I googled who are the best Blitzball players and where to find them, and then I hired those players, well, at least the ones that weren't already part of another team, and lo and behold, I became Graham, the Blitzball master, winning match after match until I forgot to rehire my midfielder, and then for some reason my skill became lacking again, which is very, very bizarre. But yes, Blitzball is frustrating, lengthy, but it's super fun. It appears that most celestial items in Final Fantasy X come with a prerequisite of a dumbass quest. One of those quests is the Butterfly Hunt, another completely pointless and overly difficult challenge. You have to run into every blue butterfly with a really limited time period. However, if you run into a red butterfly, you're then attacked by several monsters and have wasted most of your time, which means you have to start all over again. This wouldn't be so bad, but due to the camera angles, I could barely see what I was doing. This really does come down to memorizing exactly where every butterfly is. Once you've done that, it's actually pretty easy, but if you have a memory like mine, you're going to be there for a while. There are several Chocobo challenges within Final Fantasy X, and they're all pretty difficult in their own right. They're awesome fun, but darn right difficult. One, however, stands above the rest, and that's the Ramian Temple Chocobo race. A requirement for not only a trophy, but you guessed it, a celestial item. In this race you have to flawlessly, and I mean flawlessly, race against the Chocobo champion while at the same time trying to open 5 different chests. The only way to possibly do this is to do a flawless run and know exactly where you're going. You can beat him by avoiding the chests, but if you do that, you don't get the item and you don't get the trophy. The controls in this race are famously bad, and if you so much as even think about scraping against the side of the track, then you might as well stop and start again. You literally just get enough time for a flawless run, and that's by the skin of your teeth. Anyone who's played Final Fantasy X probably knew this was coming, and to be honest, this was one of the sole reasons I started playing Final Fantasy X. I really liked the sound of the challenge. Dodge 200 bolts of lightning without getting hit once. If you were to try and do this without any method and just off the cuff, I honestly don't think it's possible. I can't see how it could be. That's beyond human reflexes. Luckily there is a method out there, but you can still mess up very easily, especially when you're fighting adrenaline, sweaty hands, fear, nausea, doubt, all things I felt when I started to get into the later numbers, and then anger, because when I got to 194, I got hit by a frickin' bolt of lightning. Can you imagine how gut-wrenching that felt? I mean, I did it the next time, but still, that was a horrible experience which I never, ever wish to go through again. Do you agree with my list? And what other horrible challenges do I have awaiting me in other Final Fantasy games, which I do plan on playing? Let me know in the comments below. If you did like this video, then please do hit that subscribe button and the like button. We really do appreciate it here at Team Thumbs. Thank you so much for watching.